I think that Mother Angel picked that reading and her sermon based on my story here at All Saints. I came to you all 42 years ago when a Catholic church in town refused to give me communion since I was married to a divorced man. Well, I left there in a hurry and ended up here at your doors and have been here ever since. The reasons I stayed are many. I'll give you just a few examples. In 1989, my son Stephen, I was a single mom at the time. I too then divorced the same man that I married, who was divorced, I should have known. And my son was hit by a car and in very, very serious condition. We had a hospital bed in our house for 10 weeks. All Saints stepped in for those 10 weeks and sat with him from 6 in the morning until 6 at night so that I could continue going to work every day. Years later, I lost my home to foreclosure. All Saints once again stepped in, helped me move out of that house and into a little rental down on Chocolate Avenue, which is now the Hershey story. And I didn't have enough money to cover the security deposit, the first and last month's rent. Someone from All Saints stepped in and Father Miller gave me a check for $500 to help me out. I later met and married a wonderful man here at All Saints named Harry Schmidt. Harry unfortunately developed a very rare neurological disease. He became very, very ill and was immobile for the last couple of years of his life. Again, All Saints stepped in. They brought him communion, brought us both communion. They visited with him so that I could go to the store or just get out for a couple of hours. I don't know what I'd do without this church and all of the people in it, and all of you in some way or another have touched my life. His illness ended 2 years ago, and he's now buried out here in the Memorial Garden, where someday, years and years from now, I will be buried with him, many, many years from now. But I wanted you all to know a little bit more about me and a little bit more about how you have all come to be such a big, big part of my life. Not only financially, but emotionally, you've supported me. So many of you knew my husband back in his heyday and what a character he was. And Fred Hartman and him were a real character together, along with Jim Montgomery. Those two men would come the first Monday of every month so that I could attend my quilting guild. And they'd have dinner with Harry and keep him company so that I could go out that evening. That's the kind of family All Saints has been to me. I have two sons, that one is local and one is in Vermont, but I have 3 wonderful stepdaughters who are all local. I have grandchildren and great-grandchildren. But first and foremost, I consider All Saints my family. And for that, I thank you all very, very much.
Thank you, Kathy.